time ago sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Chicago Bears. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he completes it to Cohen. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. And some room to roam now. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Block now to throw. Escaping the pressure and eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Roquan Smith leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down. This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. This is Royce Freeman, 2nd-year man from Oregon. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
It's now 4th and goal.
The Broncos had 15 4th down conversions last year, most in the NFL, and they're going here. To throw it is Locke. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Noah Fant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Trubisky to throw. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Throw left side complete. That's Cohen. 5 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Trubisky. Open man is Trey Burton. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 41-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position. Everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. And with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Will Parks there in coverage to knock it away. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Looking deep for Gabriel. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
2nd quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. 2nd and 5 now. Lock. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Bilal Nichols. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Here we go. 10-2 stuff. Ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Yeah.
On 3rd and long, it's Lock. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one good for 26 and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. This is Gabriel out on the left side. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On first down, they go right back to Cohen. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Throwing here, Trubisky. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Now, that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Boom! That's how we do it, baby.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. And now a pass dumped off to his running back. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Give him 3 yards there on the first down pickup. Lock going to throw.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lock. He'll let this go for the end zone. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off near the 34. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Now Trubisky on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield, and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen as the first half is winding down, and the Bears have taken the lead. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on, so they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try to get my linemen out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Completes it to Fant on the right side. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Throwing on first down is Locke. This is the tight end Fant. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first and 10, it's Lindsey. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. It's Ha-Ha Clinton-Dix with a pick, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique, and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance. He's helping his team in a huge way.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Cohen. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Play action. It's Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cohen. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
It's a gain of 6. 3rd and inches.
Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So they dial up the blitz on 3rd and inches. It pays off.
And frankly, they were probably dialing up a run blitz, expecting him to run it in that situation. But instead, they end up back at the quarterback and put him on the ground.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Throwing on 2nd down, Trubisky. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller able to record his 5th sack of the season. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Roquan Smith, fresh off a solid rookie campaign, in on the tackle for Chicago. So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Throwing now is Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Fant, the 1st-round pick out of Iowa, taken 20th overall. 2nd tight end taken in the draft. Amazingly, the 2nd Iowa tight end taken in the draft is teammate T.J. Hawkinson. 8th overall, he was selected by the Lions, but Noah Fant really wowed everyone in Indianapolis at the Combine and now trying to parlay that into an impressive NFL career.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. A great return there of 22 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they...
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're... thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense, and it worked very well there for a first down.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action. Trubisky flushed out right. He's got Burton here. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Let's get off the field, Pete. Let's get off the field.
On 2nd down, it's Cohen.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Trubisky to throw. Flush to his right. That's complete right side to Gabriel. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Connecting with Burton here over the middle. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Heck of a move, but only able to work his way down near the 23. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. The Bears on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Trubisky. And he can't get a throw He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but they're...
Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not...
It got his man complete. 36 yards on the play. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they held them in check on the scoreboard. Back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Lindsey. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Another run by Lindsey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team...
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Trying to lay one up deep. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. Caught right side, Davis. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And that changes everything here in OT. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Here's Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Another nice job there defensively. They really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face, good coverage of not just the wide receivers.
Oh, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11. They keep it with Davis on 1st down. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their 2nd-year kicker. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. We thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint.